Welcome to another episode of the ThaBlackSwaan podcast. That's ThaBlackSwaan. I'm your host, Anwar Snuffy Dog Smith. Y'all know my guys to my left. Y'all introduce yourselves.
Spooty, what's good? What's poppin'?
Nightfield, what's up?
And of course, y'all know my other regular on the podcast, my boy Joe Boy. Give him a little dap. Don't do what she did. Let's go.
Dottie. Nah, go.
All right, so we have a real deep dive in today. We got some real social topics, like some Bahamian social topics. We're excited to get into it. Let me give a little quick disclaimer though. Don't hold us, mainly me, there's some things that we about to say. We just expressing ourselves, bouncing some ideas off some friends. You know, I won't be a comedian someday, so you know I like to get off. But we can try to keep things serious where it need to be serious. But again, don't hold me or us to nothing. But if you like everything, like, subscribe, share, comment, tell your friend, tell your Grammy, tell your sister, tell your girlfriend, tell your side chick, tell everybody. Let them know it's the ThaBlackSwaan podcast. Let's go. So what we want to jump into right now, I have a big conversation, and let me start off with the statement like, the question, why can't we as Bahamians work together? I mean, why the men can't work together, why the women can't work together, why the old people can't work with the young people, why the young people can't work with the middle-aged people, like it's all over the place, everybody fighting against each other. That's how I feel to get somewhere. Now, the reason I bring it up and the reason why this is on my heart, I was talking to a group of young men. We all a part of like different organizations, different stuff we got going on or whatever. And we were sitting down talking, having some drinks, having a good time because we bonding and we coming up with lone ideas just because we in the vibe. Coming up with ideas to do this, ideas to do that. And you know it was the killer at the end of the conversation? Boy, you know, this person ain't gonna work with this person. You know, this group ain't gonna work with this group. Or, you know, these people ain't gonna work with these people. And I'm like, yo, so you trying to tell me we not gonna do some greatness just because this person can't work with this person? Because we all fighting against each other for what? Somebody help me out that. Like, I really was trying to hold back on some names and some organizations, but someone help me out with that.
I was having a conversation with someone, and they was as an older person, and they was telling me one thing about Bahamians is that we like to hide information from each other, and he couldn't even figure it out. And I was just like, babe, what you even talking about? And like, just how you say that people can't work with this person because they don't like this person, is at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of ego. And I think it's kind of something like in our Bahamian culture to just, I want to keep this for me, and I like this nigga over here, so I ain't gonna share with him. And that preventing both of us
from growing into something bigger.
And people always talk about us like the black crab syndrome thing, as like, you don't really, you don't want to believe like that's true. But at the end of the day, that's really what it is, and is people ego getting in the way of like, I don't like this person, or he used to juice my girlfriend, or I don't like how this niggas look, or he's stunting too much, I can't have him having more than me. Just be a bunch of bullshit.
And that's crazy though, because like, not only I got that one situation where I was having those conversations, like in my own, my one particular organization that I'm a part of, like we literally is having the same conversations. Like, yo, this why this person don't want to run for president. This why this person don't want to run for different positions. This why this person don't even want to come out and be involved. And it's the same thing, like hating on each other, don't want to see each other shine, sensitive on your criticism from other people because you look at them a certain way. So it's like, I don't want to make it sound like it's in a negative coming down way. Young people don't want to work with old people. Young people don't want to say, you know what? I don't know everything. Let me go take some wisdom. I don't know everything. Let me go try, break some bread and learn something that this person may know that I never experienced yet.
I mean, and like, this is another comment I wanted to make too. Is like, I think it's kind of just like the human experience. That's like a human thing to just be a hating ass nigga sometimes.
Nobody, what?
I feel like it's worse over here, man.
But like, it's a personal thing though, because like I say, but I was in a situation where I was able to talk to an older person because they didn't see me necessarily as a threat. We was in the same kind of environment, so it's gonna be like, I ain't a threat to you, you ain't a threat to me. I ain't coming at you with no weird energy like you're gonna take my job and nothing. So we was able to have real communication and real conversation, and because I'm the type of person like, but if you ain't gonna show me no why, I ain't gonna show you no why. But it could have been a different person. Just like, fuck you, old ass nigga. You know
So
what
are
I'm
we
saying?
settling
So, like,
on?
I think it's a personal thing within each person to be like, you know what, I'm gonna make this decision to learn from this situation, and that's a human thing.
And
Whether
that
you
is still
old,
our ego,
young,
so that's
man,
really just
woman,
ego.
whatever. Yeah.
Any thoughts, guys? Any thoughts on
It's
this?
just, they always feel like if I have to give information out for you to better yourself, you're taking something away from me, instead of it saying we're building something together. Not that we're gonna stay here forever and build this, but let's, while we in the same vicinity and in the same workplace, let's build for a stronger workplace. I'm watching not an organization, but I'm watching a company go all the way down, like spiraling down in the red, just because their accounts department does not want to share information for the receivables for the new people coming in. But it wasn't even like she in a position to be out here saying you really getting con, but I feel like she just wanted it all for herself. And the fact that the owner wanted somebody else to come in and assist her, she didn't want to share information. So now that person that was brought in to assist now looks like they don't know how to do their job.
You're right. And that's the idea. The idea is to make them look like
But she has the
don't
same
replace me.
mentality as somebody else I know who tells me every time I go on a job, and I swear to you, they say, don't show them everything you got.
And
Don't.
that's the nature we
And I'd
live
be
in.
like, and
That's
I
the
don't
nature we live
go
in.
into the job, but I'd be like, I'm giving you everything I
Right,
got.
I go into a job to say, babe,
I'm
once I
sharing
put this
all
person
of my
company on my
knowledge with
shirt,
you. This is what I bring to the table. What can you give me? And a lot of times, Bahamians, older, younger, it doesn't matter, male, female, or whatever you identify as. They always just have this wall up, like, I'm not going to give you information, but I want to take everything from you.
And before you go, Joe Boy, I think some of us spent a little bit of time working elsewhere in different countries.
Yeah.
Did you experience this there?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
I did. I guess I was was it white people, black people, Caribbean people?
It wasn't white people.
Mixture.
I had straight white people. In Virginia, I did not experience that. I experienced going to work, and as strong as you work is as strong as they give back to you. I came home with a fucked up mindset because I thought home was like that. So I fucked myself over because I had a wrong mindset on what the world was and how the working world was. So I'm saying you experienced this because you was in the Caribbean, I assume.
Yeah.
And what about you in the States? Did you get some of what I'm talking about, or?
Yeah, it was a mixture of the two, but it was just depending on the environment you worked in and the people that you worked around. Because I was working in an environment at the school where it was people that was from the city, so it was a lot of people that knew each other from a long time. So they had like different situations with each other from a long time, with different connections with each other for a time, or they had connections around school because of the amount of time that they've been there. Then they had other people who just like, I in my own corner, I just hear they come from a totally different country, and so there's a lot of people that do go into situations with people where they can work together, and they build you and you build them, and it's a celebration of you moving toward your goal, because a lot of people think with you getting closer to what you want,
Taking me
that's
further
them
away.
getting further away from what they want, or that it's only so much to get that if you get, it's leaving less
It's nothing for them.
And that's the wrong mentality, love, because if something for you, that's for you. I mean, that's just my personal mindset, because you don't know what it is that your personal talents are gonna bring to you, because a lot of people in these situations, because they feel stuck, they try to pull as much as they can out of it, because a lot of people just on jobs. They're not in the career field that they would want to be in.
You're right.
So because the fact that they just on a job, at a certain point they feel stuck on this job. Could you imagine that's like you land on a job, and then by the time you blink, you realize I've been on this job 40 years, time to go home. What I've been trying to do all my life, I didn't
Oh, why
get
you think
to.
young people quit jobs all the time? Because they ain't want to get caught
No.
up in that
Move
shit.
on,
No.
bro.
You feel me? We ain't
A lot
getting
of
caught
people-
up in that
a
shit.
lot of people don't even realize there's no such thing as a bad job. There's absolutely no such thing as a bad job.
I shall beg to differ. Explain that to me.
There's bad management. There's never a bad
It's
job.
always bad
It's
management.
Always bad management. You could have people that work at a local pizza shop, and people would feel like that's, you know what I mean, that's a
best job.
first.
Oh, no,
no,
I
that's
get
a
you.
first. That's a first step job, or that's a job you should
I
be
get
trying
you.
to move your way out of. But There are some companies that make it so enjoyable to work for them
No,
that
I
people
with you on
actually
that.
stick
I
there
with you on
and
that.
have goals within that company to actually make.
Let me make a
Keep in
shameless
mind,
plug.
They
Let me
can
make a
never
shameless
own
plug.
that company. You
Let
know?
me make a shameless plug. Yo, if you know a job like that, put them in the comment sections. If you know a job like that, put them in the comment
Immediately.
section. Immediately.
I
There are
wanna
people
apply.
that need those jobs. A lot of people work for those. I think I want to say, and I'm making a stretch. I don't know the statistics. I want to say 75% of the jobs here is bad fucking management. I only work at about 5 or 6, but I know I could say, boy, a lot of people talk to me. It's bad management. I know I heard about those ones though. I heard about a couple of those
But
ones though.
that's what I'm trying to, and that's why I honestly feel like there's literally no such thing as a bad job. It's all about who your management team is, who your team around you that you work with is, that would make it enjoyable to go to work every day. People build relationships and stuff at work that you check when you look around. They manage it at their wedding, or their co-workers standing in the wedding as the godparents of their children
swear,
because
look
of
for
the
one of them.
relationships they build at work.
I thought I had one of
But
them.
then
I
again, you have
realized-
some people who
I
just-
thought I had one of them, and I realized the situation was fucked up. Them people who was wearing them blue and yellow with them birds, it's fucked up. You feel me? I could try my best not to call their name, but I could say, boy, everything
It
about
rhymes
them is
with-
fucked up.
It rhymes
Did you
with
get it? Did you get it?
Yahamas.
Did you get it?
Hey,
Did you get
hey, no.
Did you get
Yahamas
boy,
experience.
everything?
Yahamas
is fucked up?
I did get that.
All right, Joe boy,
Bahamas
sorry,
experience.
cutting you off, man. I can't. Sorry.
No, you good.
You are speaking kind of long, but go ahead.
Wow.
That's
No,
my fault.
we loving it.
You
We loving it.
straight.
though. We loving it though. We loving it
No,
though.
I mean, but that's literally.
Anything to add to that? Anybody want to add to that?
I think we all on the same side.
I think we all on the
here
same
all
page.
have the same
So you,
mentality.
you were telling me ego. You saying the same thing. Y'all two was kind of on the same page about you get some. That means you taking away from someone else and all that.
And that attributes to
What?
old
So how?
and young,
So
because
how?
I've
Like,
experienced that
is
with
there,
young
is this something that I
workers.
need just accept? Like this is never going to
I
change.
say never accept mediocrity.
What can happen? Like I've been fighting against it. For
Leave the
years.
job.
I think
I'm labeled before you go. I'm labeled as rebellious for trying to fight
Leave the
against this
job.
idea.
I learned
Okay,
that.
no,
Leave the
Not
job.
just jobs, just working with people
All
on
right,
the whole.
Leave those people.
It has to be a changing of the guard, and when I say changing of the guard, a serious changing of the guard. Understand from top to bottom in this country, and they talking about this from whatever you would consider the top job, whether that's
Everyone
governor general
experience-
or
everyone
like a
experiences
business
it.
executive. A lot of these people, when you ask them, how long have you been working in your field? You will realize a lot of them been there for 35 years, 40 years. How old is the Bahamas as an independent country?
46?
Well, motherfucker, how stupid could you be?
Why you put us on the spot like that?
45, 44. No, wait.
40
wait.
her.
For
No.
For some.
Oh, no, wait. No. 46. It is 46.
Bahamas
It's
for
46.
some.
It's 46.
46.
It's 46.
That was slow
Now,
mats.
For
Slow
us
mats.
to have been an independent country for 46 years, for some people to say they've been working in their field for 35 years, 40 years, that is almost the length of the country's independence, and most people have been in these positions. So when I say there needs to be a change in the guard, that's literally the first set of people who ever had this type of position and things moving.
Hold up.
You
They
see what I'm
haven't
saying?
been in those positions for that
No,
long.
what I'm saying, they have
What
come
they've
up-
been
they've been
doing,
working
no,
in the
what they've been
career,
doing,
No.
they've been doing what he's considering doing, settling for the mediocrity and work their way up the pole
But
in that.
this is what I'm
It was
trying to
a
show you.
different time,
These
though.
are
It
the
was.
These are the people that I'm talking about that have that landed on jobs,
Mm-hmm.
didn't prepare their minds to say, okay, this is
know
what
what?
I want to be as a career. You know how many people
I'll say
have
this.
entered the, let's just say, the police force. They entered the police force with aspirations to say, I can leave after about 5-10 years.
You
to
really
go to
ain't
school
gonna goad
and
me
do
into
this and
doing
this,
that,
and
'cause
the
they ain't
third.
gonna let
By
you.
the time as they check, they said they
that's-
30 years in and just a
You know,
They
sergeant.
ain't gonna let
I mean,
you.
before
Nah.
okay, you can let Spooty go.
So
we can
now
let-
they got to do some stuff to try and get they one on the back end before they push out.
All right, we can let Spooty go, but before you say that,
Back end.
you say that belonging to police jobs is the most secure situation.
No, it's
That's why
not.
What?
They're secure.
What, you don't smoke no weed? You good? And do no dirt shit? You had a good job,
Let
good
me tell
benefits.
you.
Boy, everybody checking for you. You know everybody. You have links with everybody else.
You know
what
how?
job better than that for a regular nigga?
A job that doesn't let you go off to school to study.
A job that
Police
you
forces do that?
No, they don't.
No, they do.
They do.
They
do.
don't.
They-
I know a few
Who you
cases.
telling?
I
Who
can
you
tell you because
telling?
I know a few cases where people have tried to go off to school and they let you go for like a year.
I know
you try
people who've been
come
off
back
to school
and
for
then
8
go.
years so far and still on the police force
So
money.
they trying to tell me they hate the people I know.
Maybe.
All right.
Because it's all about who you know.
Kisses do go by favor. Like, let's not act
Real
like
talk.
we don't live in the Bahamas.
But
Like,
Smoothie,
could
go
you
ahead.
No,
Like,
what I'm
let's
trying to
not
say is
pretend.
like in a couple situations I've been in, I've had opportunity to talk to older people, and it's just like a good majority of them is just be like straight up like, yo, if you tell me right now, take a package and go home, I would go the fuck home.
They
I don't give a
gone.
fuck about none of this shit. Y'all can keep your fucking job. I really only here till I done finish my mortgage,
That
my last
pension.
child in school. Real talk, like people tired of this shit. Like old people tired, and like the only old people who miserable is like the miserable old people. But like it's been so much people who like they ain't even trying to hate on young people. You know, there's a lot of young people coming with the wrong attitude, and they just like, oh well, fuck you. I don't gotta fucking help you. You know what I'm saying? But if you come humble and you, like you say, be like, yo, are you willing to learn? You'll be able to interact with them more. And like I said, by having a conversation, people will be like, I'd go home today if these people give me my pension.
And I want y'all to know, young people who listen, old people want to give it to y'all. Because like you say, they give up. So they
Yeah.
want to go pass it on and see you shine. So, hey, don't be too scared to go talk to some. Not everybody, but some of these old people won't give it up.
Yeah.
Look for that stress in their face. They out there.
Yeah.
Before we move on as well, we're going to definitely put a curse counter on Spooty today. On this particular episode, we're going to put a curse counter. So on the screen, every time Spooty curse, y'all going to be just hearing this
Hey,
now.
then-
We could be backlog about 20, 30 curses. So I thought I just curse a lot my boy on some things right now.
I mean, people do say that though. I mean, fuck it.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't hear you curse. That was like the first time I heard you curse.
'Cause I'm so smooth with it.
That'll tell you
You
how
smooth
you
with
are,
it.
You are
Smooth with it.
smooth with
Oh,
it.
he's
You are
smooth.
smooth with it, but it is tingling in my ear. But I think we can.
Tingling your
I think we
ear.
can close the topic on that one.
Whoa.
I love the idea you talking about. Yo, people, come on, let's work together. Whoever I talking about, you all know who I talking about, man. Let's work together. There's so much things we can do together. I don't give a shit if you look good. I don't give a shit if I look good. I want all us look good together. You feel me? That's all we trying to do. We want all us look good together. So let's move on to that next topic.